All right. It has been a little bit since the fake Orioles had a game here. I'm still in the ALCS. My last broadcast was Game 1 of the ALCS. I think that was like 7 or 10 days ago. A little bit of a break, and we lost in extra innings to the Blue Jays. Here, let me just make sure everything is streaming okay here on the sound, etc. Give me 1 second. Cool. So gonna do a game or two here of the 2024 ALCS. We are in Toronto. We're down 1-0. Lost game 1 in extra innings after going into the bottom of the 9th up 2-0, and then took a lead in, I believe, the 11th. Yeah, top of the 11th, took a lead and then blew it in the bottom of the 11th. So the bullpen let us down after a great start from Asa Lacy. He went 7 2/3, 3 hits, 10 Ks, and then the bullpen did not do the trick. But need some hitting here. A lot of our hitters have been really bad. And so let's go to the lineups. So lineup here is the same as it's been. This looks, from what I remember, similar to their lineup from Game 1. Guerrero and Bouchette in the middle order. Touki Toussaint, who they traded for at the trade deadline from Atlanta. He put up 3.1 WAR between the two teams this year. 3 WAR last year in Atlanta. He's a solid pitcher. He is a righty, throws 93 to 95, no big ground ball or fly ball tendency. And so I think that's about it. I'm going to control the substitutions so my manager doesn't mess up the bullpen management, although the bullpen has blown a couple games from with me managing it. I've just been going with my best pitchers pretty much, trying to ride my top 3. And one of them, Feltman, has just been consistently really bad, so I might actually stay away from him in this game, see if some other guys that I've used in real short duty here in the playoffs but have been good, I might go to some of them and go with the old hot hand theory versus the use your best pitcher. So anyways, let's get to Toronto for the game. All right, and I've done this like the last 3 times. I forgot to go full screen before the broadcast. I'm gonna do it now, and it'll just be grayed out a little at the bottom. There you go. So this is Edmund leading off for me. He's been pretty solid in the playoffs. 867 OPS. He's hitting 321. Playing second base, and let's get to the action here. So I think it's a closed dome. Yeah, the roof is closed due to the cold weather outside, it said. So here's Toussaint. Let's see, here's a first pitch of the game, the at-bat. Ooh, sky to center. He's going back on it. Ooh, man. Caught on the track. So Edmund, first pitch swinging, took him back almost to the wall on the warning track and just about dead center field. So now Alex Verdugo's up. Verdugo, after winning the AL MVP in 2023, and then he had a really good season for me in 2024, was hurt some though. He has not been great in the playoffs, so he's heated up. I think he started like 0 for his first 16. So here's a 1-2 pitch. And struck him out looking. Oh, they say he went around. I thought it was a check swing. They caught him looking. They say he swung. So now here's Gio Urshela. He's been a monster in the playoffs, as you can see here. 440 average, 467 OBP, 1347 OPS, 11 hits in 25 at-bats, 3 homers, some hits in big moments too. He's been great. Here's the first pitch of this at-bat. Grounder to short. That's Bouchette's got it. He's out of it. So now we go to German Marquez is on the mound. He pitched in the Chicago series, and he was okay. He just, I don't remember how that went down, but he only allowed 4 base runners in 5 innings, but 3 of them scored. 3 hits, 1 walk, 3 runs, 4 Ks. So here he is now to lead it off against the DH Martinez, who's hitting only 118 in the playoffs. Here's a 2-2 pitch. forget through the text. Struck him out swinging. And Marquez has been really good for me in the 2 seasons since I got him from Colorado. About 4 WAR per year in each of the 2 years. He's a pending free agent and wants a lot of money, so I got a decision to make. But he's a really solid number 2 starter. Now here's a 1-2 pitcher to Espinal. Grounder to Henderson at short. Did he catch that? No, he didn't catch it. So it says it said it was a bad throw by Henderson. So he's aboard on an error, and now here's Vlad Guerrero with man on first, 1 down. That's just a routine ground ball. 2-2 pitch. That is popped up. Henderson's got it. The roof, you can see, shows as open. I guess that's just like the stock view that they use, but it's actually closed weather-wise. So now Bouchette is up. The guy on first reached on the air. The 0-2 pitch struck him out. All right, so Marquez buckles down there and gets their 2 best hitters after the error. Good job. Here's Ryan Mountcastle. He's had a really good postseason. He's got a runs created plus of 141, an OPS of 882. He's been solid. Here's a 3-1 pitch. Blocked him. Trevor Larnach, after 2 really solid seasons for me, was bad in the regular season, and now here he is with a really rough start to the postseason as well. 259 OVP. Will not cut it. And here's a 1-2 pitch. Grounder, this could be 2. No, nobody could get to the bag because of the shift. So Mountcastle goes to second. There's now 1 down. Austin Hayes is up. Hayes has not had a very good postseason. He's hitting 250, but the on-base percentage is also 250. OPS 643. I think his runs created plus is around like 70 or so. And there's the pitch. Grounder to second, and he's out. So now here's Adley Rutschman. Adley Rutschman, 5 for 25. He's got a 231 OVP, a 431 OPS. His runs created plus is 16, which 16, to get runs created plus, how far it is below 100. So he's 84 points below 100. So he's 84% below league average as a hitter in the playoffs. Not good. So now here's Rutschman, the 1-1 pitch, ground ball into the shift to Bichette. So the leadoff walk is wasted. Some ground outs. So now Marquez is in still, obviously. Benintendi, the 2-1 pitch. In the air to left. I think Hayes has got that. Yeah. All right. So we got 1 down now. And Roberto Ramos, who is their first baseman, is up. Heavy shift on here, even in the outfield. Wow. Here's an 0-1 pitch. And he skies it into shallow right. Somebody's back on it. Edmund back on it. Shift pays off there. And now here's Hermosillo, the center fielder. The 1-2 pitch. That is hit into the gap in right center. I think Buxton's got it, though. Yeah. Cool. All right, so we'll go to the top of the third. Here's Gunnar Henderson. He's got a runs created plus of 154. He's 54% above league average here in the postseason, a 905 OPS. He had the big home run in the top of the 11th last game that gave us the lead. We're not able to hold that lead, but he's a rookie shortstop. He's been great here in his first postseason. I need to bump him up in the order. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Struck him out. Now this is Byron Buxton, who he's been pretty mediocre with the bat, which is about what we've come to expect. Pretty poor bat, but a very good glove out in center field. Here's an 0-2 pitch. Struck him out. So back to the top of the order. Tommy Edman is up. He's 0 for 1 today. An 0-0 pitch. Grounded down the line. Ooh, it's by him. Oh, boy. All right, so a double. And as you can see, that was one of the times there where the animation doesn't tell you the full story, because this animation is just kind of an approximation of what's actually happening, and the text will tell you what's actually happening. So obviously the cutoff guy could have thrown him out, but it just wasn't fully lined up because it is more of a text-based simulation. So here's Edmonds on second. Verdugo's to be a time for him to come through with a big hit, which he's not had too many of them in the playoffs so far. 2 down, man on second. Verdugo's up, the 2-1 pitch. And that is hit into shallow left. He's got it. Bouchette's back on it. So we will go to the bottom of the third now. Danny Jansen, the 2-2 pitch. In the air to deep right, but I think Verdugo's got it just shy of the track. Yep. All right, so now Ross Adolph, who is the right fielder, number 9 hitter's up, the 1-1 pitch. Grounded to second. Edman, boom. It's out of there. Martinez is up, 2-2. Top of the order, struck him out. And so far, this looks a lot like game 1 in that both pitchers are doing pretty well. Toussaint is through 3 innings, 1 hit, 1 walk, 3 Ks, 30 pitches. Here's Gio Urshela, who is 0 for 1 today. The 3-1 pitch. Oh, ugly on a 3-1, Gio. Hopped up into foul territory. Catcher's got it. Mountcastle's up. I believe he walked the first time up. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That is in the air, deep right center. No, actually not even that deep. Anyways, they've got it. Now here's Trevor Larnach. Man, it would be nice if he could bust out of his slump. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Struck him out. So now we're to the bottom of the fourth through 3. Marquez is no hits, no walks, 3 Ks. That one guy did reach on an error in the first. 41 pitches through 3. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Popped up. It's like Henderson. No. Edmonds got it. All right, so we got 1 down. Now here's Vlad Guerrero. 0-2. Oh, that's crushed. Deep, gone. So their first hit of the game is also their first run of the game. An 0-2 pitch. Vlad Jr. Took that way deep to give him a 1-0 lead. So now here's Bo Bouchette with 1 down, 2-1 pitch. That's hit deep to left center, but he's got that one. Buxton's got it. So now we got 2 down to the bottom of the 4th. And Andrew Benintendi is up. Full count pitch. Grounded to Edman at second. Throw to first. Got him. But they get the run on the monster home run by Vlad Jr. So we'll go to the top of the 5th. Austin Hayes is up. He's 0 for 1 today. The 1-1 pitch. And get over his head. Nope. Line to Bouchette, and he's got it. So now here's Adley Rutschman, who, as we already covered, pretty poor postseason for him. First pitch of the at-bat. Oh, right into the shift. Right into the shift up the middle. And now, so now we got 2 down, and Gunnar Henderson's up. He's 0 for 1 today. Struck out. The 1-1 pitch. That's deep center. Is that over his head? Oh, that's over his head and up against the wall. Henderson smoked that ball. So he's in with a double now. So now we've got a runner in scoring position with 2 down again. And unfortunately, Byron Buxton going up. All right. Henderson just crushed that ball, though. All right, so now here's a 2-2 pitch to Buxton. Oh, get down. Oh, that's down in the corner in left field. Henderson's in. Buxton's going into second, and he's safe. Man, Byron Buxton, the 9-hitter, coming through in a big moment to tie the game. Now we're back to the top of the order. Tommy Edmonds up. He's 1 for 2 today. We've got an 0-2 pitch. Struck him out looking. Well, we'll take that. The 9-hitter coming through with a base hit with 2 down and a man on second. So a 2-base hit, I guess I should say. So now here's Roberto Ramos is up to lead off the bottom of the 5th. Marquez is at 58 pitches through 4. The 2-0. In the air to left against the shift, but I think Hayes can get there. Yep. All right, now we've got Hermosillo up. First pitch of the at-bat. That is grounded to Henderson. He's out of there. Oh, let's go. Now Danny Jansen, the catcher, is up. He's 0 for 1 today, 2 for 15 in the postseason, 1-1 pitch. That is hit in the air to center, but Buxton's going back, but I think he's got that. Yeah, just shy of the track. So we are through 5. We're tied at 1. And here is Alex Verdugo to lead off the 6. Would be nice if the meat of the order here could get something going. Here's a 1-0 pitch. That is a base hit up the middle. Line drive, base hit. Verdugo's aboard. And here come the big bats. Here's Urshela now. He's 0 for 2 today, but just been on fire all postseason. Here's the 0-2. That could be 2. That could be 2. Grounded to third, second one, first, double play. All right, Mountcastle's up. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. The 2-1. Slow grounder. Got him. Bichette guns him down. And we now are going to the bottom of the 6th. We are about to enter the 3rd time through the order. Marquez has been cruising. He's only allowed the 1 hit, the home run to Vlad Jr. in the 4th inning, I think? 3 Ks, no walks. 1 guy reached on an error. He's only had 65 pitches. So, I'm gonna stick with him for now, but if he gets into trouble, we'll obviously might be looking to remove him. 0-1 pitch. That is hit into shallow right. Edmonds got it. Now here's Marquez. Martinez is up. 3-1 pitch. That's down the line. That's probably a double. Let's see if Hayes comes up throwing here. He does, but he's in there. All right. So now we wanted to see. We did not want to see Marquez getting into trouble here as the, as they're getting to go through the heart of the order here. Vlad Jr.'s on deck, then Bichette. So Espinal is up. Definitely going to let Marquez face this guy. And then we'll see what's going on after that. It's a full count pitch. Grounded to short. Henderson's got it. And he's out. So now this is a big moment. This is a real big moment. Vlad Jr. went yard on him last time. He's at 80 pitches. This is the 3rd time through the order. My bullpen, nobody's unavailable. But Jones is tired. Hicks is tired. Remember, I said I'm going to stay away from Feltman, I think, just because he's been so bad so many outings in a row. I could go to a Grayson Rodriguez here. I could always go to D.L. Hall or Archie Bradley, all of who have been good when they've pitched for me, but none of them are as good of hitters as German Marquez, or pitchers, sorry, as German Marquez. And I know it's the 3rd time through the order. I know Vlad Jr. Went yard on him last time, and this is a big moment, but that's kind of my justification for why I'm leaving him in here. And, just hopefully it doesn't backfire. So I'm going to leave him in. Here we go. 1-1 pitch. Oh, that's smoked to left, but Hayes has got it. Luckily, an atom ball. He only had to move a few feet to his left to get that one. So we're through 6. We're tied at 1. Trevor Larnach is up. The heavy shift is on. Toussaint's still on the hill. The 2-2 pitch. Popped up. Man, the struggle of a postseason and really carried over from the regular season for Larnach. Sorry, I forget it's not a CH sound. It's the hard K. The difficult season for him continues, though. Here's Austin Hayes now, 0 for 2 today. The 0-2 pitch. Ooh, that's opposite field. It's down. Hayes is racing into second, and he's in there with a double. So opposite field double for Hayes here. So we've got 1 down, and I think Rutschman should be coming up. He's 0 for 2 today. He's got a .399 OPS in the postseason so far and 27 at-bats. Maybe this is his moment. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Grounded to second. He shifted over, so he was there for it. And so he advances the runner. So we've got 2 down now. Gunnar Henderson is up. He crushed a ball to center field for a double his last time up. He's been hot. Alex, this series is 1-0 Jays, which was sorry, I just saw your question, and that was like a week or 10 days ago I did it. I haven't been on with it in a while. So lost game 1 in extra innings about a week ago. So now here is Henderson, 2 down, man on third. Big moment here for the rookie shortstop. Can he do it again? Here's the 2-2. Man, that's a base hit up the middle. Gunnar Henderson driving in the go-ahead run. He's been so good. I mean, his runs created plus coming into this was 154, which means he's been 54% above league average as a hitter in postseason as a rookie. He's had a few big hits, and we're going to need to move him up in the order here with the way he's hitting, like I said earlier. So now here's Buxton. Man on first, 2 down, a 2-1 lead now. First pitch, Henderson's running. Wow. So now we got a man in scoring position for Buxton. I think I make... He's such a good center fielder, and he's far and away my best center fielder, that I kind of want to pinch hit for him here with Nick Matan, who hits well against righties. But then that leaves me with just subpar center field options. So if I do it, I would bring in Matan, who is my lefty bench bat. I mean, I could also do Isbell, but I think I prefer Matan. And then what I would do is I would bring in Isbell to either play center or bring in Isbell to play left and slide Hayes over to center. Neither of them are amazing center field options. They're both rated below average as center fielders, and Buxton is well above average, a really good center fielder. Yeah, Joe, I hear you. Keep him in. At the same time, a base hit here would be awesome to give the 2-run lead. He did come through last time up. I am going to let him hit here. I think Joe has talked me into it with his comment. It's kind of on the fence. 2-run lead would be great. But yeah, let's ride with Buxton here. I don't have like a super potent left-handed bat to bring off the bench. If I had a guy who was, that was his purpose and he was awesome at it, I think I'd do it. But given that neither of those guys are there just for their bat, I think I'll let Buxton hit given his defense. So here's a 2-1 pitch. Grounded to short. That should get him out of it. All right, so that's going to end the inning. So we're going to go now to the bottom of the 7th. And you guys, when you type something, I'm like, it's like a 30-second delay or so. Like I see it right away, but the audio that you're hearing is like 30 seconds behind. So that's because the latency is decent and the picture isn't too grainy for you. That's why it's a little behind. So now, conventional wisdom would have said, or I should say, current day playoff baseball wisdom would have said I should have taken Marquez out last inning when Vlad Jr. was up in that situation, and I should probably definitely take him out now. He's given me 6 innings, but given that he's cruising, I'm gonna leave him in and see what can happen. Just because the bullpen, my 2 main arms are a little tired. My bullpen hasn't been very good in the postseason. I've hit some rough spots. So as soon as somebody gets on or ties the game with a solo home run, I will pull Marquez. But I'm gonna ride with him for now. And hope it doesn't bite me. So here's Bichette. Marquez is at 83 pitches, 2 hits, no walks, 1 run, 3 Ks through 6. Here's a 2-1 pitch. Oh man, I jinxed myself, huh? That's a home run to tie the game. Guess I should have gone with what I know is the better move there, huh? So, all right, so they've got lefty, lefty, righty, righty, lefty coming up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to DL Hall to face the next 2 lefties. Obviously, he's got to stay in for 3 batters. But I'm going to bring him in. He was a starter in the regular season for me. He's only pitched once in the postseason, and he was good. He went 1 2/3. He struck out 2, gave a couple hits. And like I said, I'm changing up my bullpen strategy a little bit just because I've been riding my 3 ace relievers, Hicks, Jones, and Feltman so hard. And Feltman's been terrible. Jones and Hicks are a little tired. So I'm going to go to DL Hall here, the lefty, to face these lefties. Yeah, Joe, I agree with the frustration. It's at least like this third time I've done it this postseason. Left a guy in, you know, a batter too long. But I guess it's not a batter too long until it's a batter too long, if you know what I mean. Hey, Mike Holden's here, general manager of the Baltimore Blue Crabs. Good to see you. All right, so we're in the bottom of the 7th. DL Hall is in to face Benintendi. Bouchette just tied the game with a solo home run. And let's see what DL Hall can do. He's a starter for me, like a 4 or 5 starter for me the last couple years. But he's in the bullpen for this series. And here's the 2-2 pitch to Benintendi. And he struck him out. Good job, DL. Way to go. And now here's another lefty, Roberto Ramos, with the heavy, heavy shift on. 0-2 pitch from Hall. Struck him out. Good DL go. So because I do have the batter minimum on, the 3 batter minimum, just like in real MLB, switch to another. So I do have to leave him in here even if I wanted to bring in a righty. So we'll see how he does here against Hermosillo and then consider bringing in a righty, although there's another lefty at the bottom of the order. So let's see what happens here. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Struck him out. So DL Hall comes in and strikes out the side. Says, what took you so long to use me regularly here in the postseason? Huh? So now they have Danny Jimenez in, who is their closer, bringing him in the tied game. Tied game, top of the 8th, 2-2. Top of my order's up. Edmonds up. He's 1 for 3 today. Here's a full count. And he walked him. Leadoff walk. Love it. Be interesting to see. I don't think my manager's going to have Verdugo, who's like my best hitter, bunt here, but you never know. Here's a 1-2 pitch. Struck him out. All right, now we've got Gio Urshela, who has definitely been the O's best hitter in the postseason. He's 0 for 3 today, though. Here's a 2-2 pitch. And he struck him out. Wow. Jimenez isn't messing around after a leadoff walk. Here's Mountcastle, who's 0 for 2 today. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Wow, so he strikes out my 2, 3, and 4 hitters after walking the leadoff. So we've got a righty and then another lefty up. DL Hall struck out the side. It is the bottom of the 8th in a tie game, though. Let's see. Danny Jansen, his ratings. So he's actually has some reverse splits according to his ratings. Let's see. So he's a 113. He's a good hitter. 113 runs created plus in the regular season. Against lefties, he was 158 and righties 98. Oh wow! So he has some. No, he doesn't have reverse splits. What am I saying? He really crushes lefties. I don't know why I had it backwards. Not reverse splits. He's got pretty exaggerated splits. But then we've got Adolph coming up, who is not nearly as good of a hitter. So maybe we need to worry about the handedness of who's facing Jansen over the handedness of who's facing Adolph. Adolph had a 100 runs created plus in the regular season. Against lefties, he had a 92. Against righties, he had a 103. So yeah, I think I don't need to leave in Hall just to face their 9-hitter, another batter. I'm going to go to the bullpen here and prioritize the rest of the guys. So I'm going to go, I think, probably to Connor Jones here, who he did not pitch well in game 1 of the series. He gave up the runs, I believe, he gave up the game-winning runs. He put them on base, and then they were allowed to score as inherited runners. But before that, had 3 shutout appearances for me, and has been one of the best relievers in baseball the 2 past seasons, and was okay this year. But with Feltman ineffective and Hicks also low on energy, I'm going to go with Jones. He's at a 64. Sorry, I know this is probably boring to have me talk through my strategy. Even more boring than watch little guys run around on the field. So I'm going to go to Connor Jones here. And DL Hall, great outing, though. Great outing. Struck out the side. So now here's Danny Jansen to lead off the inning against Jones. I might go to Hicks if he gets in trouble, but Jones is kind of my guy right now, so hopefully he can do it up. Here's the 2-2 pitch. That is grounded short. Henderson's got it. And we've got 1 down. All right, so now Ross Adolph. So here's the lefty-righty matchup that we decided to be okay with due to the rest of the order being so righty-heavy and Jansen's heavy splits. 0-0 pitch. Got him to ground out to second. Awesome. And he's still okay energy-wise. He's only thrown 6 pitches. So now here's Martinez, the designated hitter, up. The 1-2 pitch. Base hit left field. All right. So now they got a man on first, bottom of the 8th. Number 2 hitters up. I'm leaving Jones in. They got a bunch of righties up. I suppose I could go to Hicks, who is. Yeah, I'm sticking with Jones, long story short. Sticking with Jones for this at bat at least. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Struck him out looking. Nice. All right, so we only have to go through the heart of their order in the bottom of the 9th, huh? That, the 2 guys who've hit solo home runs today, Vlad Jr. and Bichette. So we're going to the top of the 9th. Trevor Larnach is up. They've got Woods Richardson in. I'm glad it's a righty because Larnach really struggles against lefties, and he's been bad against everybody lately. So here we go. 1-2 pitch to lead it off. Oh, that's hit hard to left. Oh, it's over his head. Up against the wall. Larnach is into second with a double. Wow. That guy took a weird route to that ball, but I guess he just smoked so hard he didn't have a chance any other way. So now Hayes is up. Rutschman's on deck. Larnach is pretty slow. Speed of 40, but a base running of 65. He's my designated hitter, but, I've got Caden Grenier here, who is much faster, has the same base running ability. It's a 55 speed. Isbell is a 60 speed, but I want to keep available. I don't want to put him in my designated hitter spot because I want to keep him available to go in and play the outfield if I pinch hit for Buxton. So that's why I'm not putting him in. And Matan is not very fast. Yeah, he's the same. So I'm going to pinch run here with Caden Grenier for Larnach to get some more speed in scoring position. I'm going to leave Hayes in to hit, and we'll see from there what I do with the hitting. So now it's a man on second, nobody out. Austin Hayes is up. Woods Richardson is still in. Tied 2-2 in the top of the 9th. Here's a 2-2 pitch. In the air, center field. Grenier's going back like he might try to tag here. And he is. Okay. So I don't know if Larnach would have tagged up there, but Grenier does. So we've now got man on third, 1 down. Adley Rutschman is up, who has just been terrible this postseason. 385 OPS, a 207 on base percentage. His batting average is 179. He didn't have a good regular season for me either. He's an 86 runs created plus, so he's a pretty well below average hitter. And I just don't know. So Fabian is a very good pinch hitter for me, but he's much better he's more my lefty guy. I've got Nick Matan, who I could bring in, who just had a bad season. This is where an injury, Ryland Bannon would be great to bring in here, but he's hurt. But Matan has a great track record. He won Rookie of the Year a couple of years ago, but was quite bad this season for me. I've got Isbell too. But I want to use him. I could shift him out to the outfield, but I kind of want to save that bullet for if I pinch hit for Buxton. So I'm going to let Adley hit here. I think, bench bats are definitely, especially with the injury to Bannon, definitely where my weakness is against righties. I have Fabian as a good bench bat against lefties. Against righties, it's kind of the one hole on my team that I wish was a bit better, but, again, that late season injury to Bannon really hurt me there. So I'm going to let Adley hit. So now we're in the top of the 9th, 1 down. Adley's up with a man on third. Looks like they have their infield in. And here's the 2-2 pitch. And he struck him out looking. All right, so now Gunnar Henderson's up today, like Mr. Big Hit, Mr. Clutch here in the playoffs. He already gave us the lead once today. The rookie shortstop, he's 2 for 3 with an RBI, almost hitting 400 with an OPS of almost 1,000 in the playoffs. Let's see if he can do it here with 2 down again. First pitch of the at-bat. Oh, they walked him. They walked him intentionally to get to Buxton. I wish they hadn't done that, which is probably why they did it, huh? So at this point, it might make sense to pinch hit Isbell. And the reason I don't know all the splits as well, like in the moment, is because I don't do the managing in the postseason. So Isbell, he had 287 plate appearances for me, 91 runs created plus, 89 OPS plus. So he was a bit below average, but against righties, oh, he was way worse. So, oops, that's not what I meant to do. Sorry. So against lefties, he was better? Wow. Okay. So he's got some, Isbell's got some reverse splits here, so it doesn't make sense to bring him in. I could always bring in Nick Matan. Matan in the regular season this year, 76 OPS plus, 70 against lefties, and 77 against righties. So he just wasn't good this season. He generally is good against righties, so I could always, go with his career track record and put him in. And then the other option really is Fabian, he spent a lot of the season in the minors, but really hit well when he was up. 112 plate appearances, and his OPS plus was 119. He had 6 home runs, 6 doubles, and just 112 plate appearances. But against righties, he was still well above league average. It's just that he's awesome against lefties. So I think this is the time to maybe use him even. Yeah, I'm going to pinch hit Fabian here for Buxton. Just because he's my best hitter, I think, against righties, even though he's even better against lefties. So Fabian's going to come in and pinch hit and hopefully give us the lead. And why did I do this for Rutschman? Because Rutschman was batting lefties as a switch, and I think Rutschman overall is a better hitter than Buxton. So I'm more willing to burn Fabian in a situation for Buxton than I was in the situation for Rutschman. So now we've got first and third, 2 down. Fabian, the pinch hitter, is on. And let's see what happens. 1-1 pitch. Ground ball to shortstop. That's going to get him out of it. So now Fabian just isn't good enough defensively. He's okay in right field. Yep, I know. So Hayes is going to go to center field, and then I could always switch Verdugo to left, because Verdugo's just as good in left as he is in right. And then that would put Fabian in right field where he's a 55. But right field defense is actually much more important than left field defense in this. Alex, I actually have it set so I don't have to warm up the pitchers. I would have somebody up, but I just have it so I don't have to warm them up just because I don't normally manage the games like this. So we just assume that I'm competent at that and have it all figured out and would have it all done. So I can put guys in and they're warm. A little bit of a cheat, but it's what I'm doing. So really, I want the best right fielder in right field I can have, which, and look at Isbell's a 65. Yeah, the right thing to do here is put Isbell in for Fabian. Yes. And then Hayes is going to shift to center, and Isbell is going to go to left. So that's what we're rocking here. And then on the mound, we've got Connor Jones in, and he's still got gas left in the tank, and he's only thrown the 1 inning, and I know he didn't pitch well last game, but with how Feltman pitched and Hicks being tired, and I think Jones has been better than him this offseason, I am going to utter those famous last words and say I'm going to stick with Jones here, I think. Or should I bring in Hicks? Hicks has a 4.76 ERA in the postseason, but only a 0.73 FIP. Oh, Mike was asking why right field is more important than left field. There's actually a study somebody did on the Out of the Park forums that basically, I don't remember exactly what they did, but they ran a ton of simulations with different levels of defense at each position to see where it mattered if you had an average, I think it was an average versus an elite defender. And left field, I think it was left field and first base were the two that really seemed to not matter all that much. I could have that wrong. Maybe it's right field, but I'm pretty certain it was left field. And catcher, shortstop, and center are the three that were huge. So let's see here. So, yeah, I mean, Hicks has been really good just with bad luck, and he's tired, but he's tired too. Jones gave me an inning. I think I'm going to go to Hicks here. I got an inning out of Jones. He was already kind of low on gas. And Hicks is at 66%. He has really bad stamina. But I think I could get maybe an inning out of him. I don't really have a backup plan if he gets in trouble though. But backup plans don't matter when you're bottom of the ninth. So I'm going to bring in Hicks. He was my closer in the regular season. I've been using him in big moments here in the postseason. He's coming in. All right, let's get to the action, So now Vlad Jr.'s up to lead it off. He has a home run today. Bouchette on deck. He has a solo home run today. Those are their 2 runs. And here's Jordan Hicks on to do his thing. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Come on. Struck him out. Swinging. Nice. Gonna have to keep an eye on this stamina here. See, one batter and it's down that far already. So now here's Bo Bouchette. Here's a 1-2 pitch to Bouchette. Oh, that's hit high and deep. I think Hayes has got it. Yeah, he's got that a little short of the track. Whew. All right, so now Benintendi, the lefty's up. Hicks, of course, has to stay on because of the 3-batter minimum rule, but we're fine with that. Benintendi's 0 for 3 today. He's 3 for 18 in the postseason. 1-2 pitch. Struck him out. So Hicks sets down the side in order with 2 strikeouts, goes right through the heart of the order. We're going to extra innings again for the 2nd straight game. Here's Tommy Edman, 1-0 pitch. Ground ball to second. And he's out of there. Verdu goes up, 2-2 pitch. Struck him out. Here's Urshela up with 2 down, the 0-2 pitch. Oh, that's hit in the air to left, but kind of lazy fly ball. He's got that. All right, so we're going to the bottom of the 10th now. I think I can get one more batter out of Hicks here. Again, famous last words. Ramos is up. And, you know, he has a little bit more power against righties. But I'm not going to bring in a lefty anyways. I'm not going to bring in Chafin just to face one lefty when I got those righties coming up. So I'm going to leave Hicks in at least for this at bat. Here's a 2-2 pitch. And he struck him out. It's Jordan Hicks digging deep here, man. He's just about gassed, though. I think, yeah, I got to take him out at this point. So I'm going to go to Archie Bradley, who I have used how many times here in the postseason. So he pitched he pitched in 3 games in the White Sox series and was really good in all of them. Didn't give up a run. I didn't bring him in like critical moments like this. He was kind of my guy when I was out of relievers, I guess, and extra innings and stuff, just like now. And he pitched well. He did not have a good regular season for me, but I'm going to go to him here since he's been pitching well. Hicks does a great job, and hopefully now the rest of my bullpen can do okay. I could bring in Feltman, but again, he was probably my best reliever in the regular season, but it's been so bad so many games in a row here in the postseason. So now we got 2 down. The center fielder Hermosillo is up. The 2-2 pitch from Bradley. Struck him out. And Jansen is up now, the 0-1. Grounder to first. Mountcastle's got it. I think I said there were 2 down. There's 1 down. And Bradley covers first. So now there's 3 down. And now we're going to the top of the 11th. Mountcastle's up. The 1-1 pitch. That's in the air to deep right. Right fielder's going back. He's got it on the track. So now we've got Caden Grenier up, who of course was brought in as the pinch runner for Larnack in a couple innings ago. So I'm gonna leave him in just because I think I only have a backup catcher and a backup infielder left on the bench, and Grenier's a decent hitter. So here's a 1-2 pitch. Oh, Emerson Hancock is on now. Sorry, I actually hadn't been paying attention to their pitchers for a couple innings. Oh. Grenier, the utility infielder, bench player, in as a pinch runner a couple innings ago, has just put himself on second base with a double to left center, and we are in business. Oh, Mike is calling for Nick Matan. Man, Matan, I don't know, he's kind of out of favor right now. He had a miserable season. But maybe he'll get a chance to be a hero at some point. So now here's Hayes up with Grenier on second. 2-0 pitch, 1 down. And that's down into the right field corner. That should score a run. Hayes going to second. Oh, yeah. Austin Hayes, baby. All right, so Hayes has doubled to give us the lead here in the top of the 11th. We took the lead in the top of the 11th in game 1, too, and that did not work out. But hopefully this one works out better. Adley Rutschman, 0 for 4 today. Man on second, 1 down. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Grounded to first, so that's going to get 2 down now and a man on third, and Gunnar Henderson is up. And Emerson Hancock, he was a first-round pick in real life this year in the MLB. I can't remember who picked him. It wasn't the Jays, but in my 2020 draft, he went 5th overall to the Jays. And so now we've got Gunnar Henderson up, who has come through in big spots today, came through in the top of the 11th last game. Can he give us a cushion? Here's the 0-1 pitch. That looks like it's going to get him out of it. Fly ball, left field. All right, so just like game 1, we go to the bottom of the 11th with a 1-run lead. I think it might have been a 3-2 lead then as well. I don't remember off the top of my head. And I'm going to stick with Archie Bradley. He's been good in this postseason for me, and he just got through 2/3 of an inning. I'll bring in Feltman. I'll go to Feltman if Bradley gets in trouble without coughing up the game. So here's the first pitch of the at-bat here to their 9-hitter, Adolph. Oh, that's a little just like swinging bunt to third, and he's aboard. That's just bad luck. That is just bad luck. So let's see if Bradley can work around that little lucky hit. Here's a 2-0 pitch, and he's bunting. Okay. So he sacrifices the runner to second. Adolph goes to second. Espinal is up, who is their number 2 hitter. He's 0 for 4 today. I'm still sticking with my man Archie Bradley. Here's a 1-2 pitch. Oh my goodness, and the ball got away. It's a wild pitch, and Rutschman's in the stands there. So a wild pitch, the runner's now on third. Gotta be kidding me here. So here's a 2-2 pitch with the infield in. Ooh, grounded to third. That's going to keep the run from coming in. All right. So we've now got 2 down, man on third, and of course Vlad Jr. is up here. I am really thinking about going to Feltman because he's just my best pitcher. But I keep getting burned with that move. So I'm going to stick with Archie Bradley here and see if he can shut it down, and hopefully he doesn't give up a 2-run homer to lose the game. Here's an 0-2 pitch to Vlad Jr. He struck him out. Wow. All right, Archie Bradley working his way up the bullpen depth chart here in the playoffs. And so that is the end of Game 2, the 3-2 victory, another 11-inning game. Austin Hayes with the big hit in the 11th. Gunnar Henderson, another big game. Bunch of doubles. No home runs for the O's. Marquez pitched very well. DL Hall was great. Connor Jones. I mean, the pitching was really good. The hitting's still just kind of been okay. Got a bunch of guys that aren't doing much anything. But the bullpen held. And so that's the end of Game 2. I need to go check to see if I can do Game 3 now or not. I did commit to doing some gardening, more like weeding, around 5, and it's almost there. But the area we want to do it is still in the sunlight, so I'm gonna try to pitch that. Maybe we can delay it. We can get Game 3 in real quick. But I might have to go. I'm gonna see what the ruling is on that. I'm gonna bump the schedule up to that day though, and then I'll go check real quick to see if we can do this. So I'm gonna finish today. Yeah, Mike, I agree. Great job by the bullpen. Great job. So we're on the 15th, so we're gonna skip ahead to the 16th, where we'll be going home to Camden Yards, which is exciting. And I'll be right back. Give me about 60 seconds. Need to refill my water too, and hopefully we'll have a Game 3. All right. So we're gonna do a Game 3 here. Probably gonna try to roll through it a little quicker so I can, get out and get to those gardens like everybody wants to. All right, Mike. Well, that was just the inspiration I needed. Get out to that deck and get a Union beer ready. Are you having a skipjack? I recommend a skipjack. And I don't think I need to do anything. I think we're good, right? Let's just get to the yard. See what the lineups are. So Jack Flaherty's going to be pitching. Jack Flaherty, the best pitcher in baseball the last 3 years of my sim, and then this year had an arm injury and missed like 6 or 7 starts, and was also just not that great. I mean, he was good. He was above average, but he was not nearly the best pitcher in baseball. So he's throwing for me. And they have this guy, Luis Perez Ruiz, going. Looks like he's in his second year with the Jays. He put up 2.2 WAR. What's his real life story here? He was an international signing in the game. So he was probably a real guy. He might be a real guy who was set to become an international free agent this year in real life. So, but anyways, that's interesting. He's worked his way all the way up. He's an extreme fly ball pitcher. Hopefully we can get some home runs off of him. So Mike, you out to your deck yet with that Union beer? And their lineup is the same. My lineup is the same. I'm not moving Henderson up. I'm just sticking with him. Rutschman's 5 for 14 against this pitcher. Mountcastle 6 for 13. Urshela's 5 for 15. These guys have faced Flaherty more than I thought they would have. Guerrero and Bichette, I guess some interleague against the Cardinals. All right, let's get to the yard. All right, so Flaherty on the hill would be great if he could pitch like an ace here. He pitched in, forgot to look at this. He pitched in the Chicago series. We won the game, but he wasn't all that great. He went 6 1/3, 4 runs, 8 hits, 6 Ks. So let's do it. So here's their lineup's the same. Martinez, the DH, leading off. Here's the 2-2 pitch in a second. Oh, let's see what the weather is. It's cloudy, no rain, 10-mile-an-hour wind. Oh, it didn't give me the temperature. Normally gives you the temperature. I could look it up. But... All right, so here we go. Here's the 2-2, and he struck him out. Nice. All right, so now here's Espinal, the number 2 hitter, 1-0 pitch. Lofted into shallow left. Henderson's back, though. All right, now here is Vlad Jr., 0-1. Base hit up the middle. And there's Bo Bichette with 2 down and Vlad Jr. on the 0-1 pitch. That is another base hit. Up the middle. Buxton's got it, though. Oh, Vlad Jr.'s testing his arm. So he's in there. So we got first and third now. 2 down. Benintendi's up. The 0-2 pitch. Struck him out. All right. Flaherty buckling down there. Home crowd loves it. So now here's Tommy Edman. Solid playoffs from him. Here's an 0-1 pitch. I traded for him last offseason. Base hit up the middle. We're in business. Now here's Alex Verdugo. The 2-0 pitch to Verdugo. Oh, gets by him. Oh, they called it a wild pitch. All right, so now Edman goes to second. Here's the 3-2 pitch to Verdugo. And he walked him. All right. So threatening here with the first 2 guys aboard and Gio Urshela up with an 0-1 pitch. That's a base hit to right. Is it going to score a run? Here comes Edman. The throw. He's in there. So first 3 hitters have all reached. We got a run in. We got first and second. Nobody down. Mountcastle's up. Here's a 3-1 pitch. And he walked him. Be nice to put some runs on the board here and have a little bit of a cushion for once in this series. Nobody's had more than what? Has there been a 2-run lead? I'm not sure there's been a 2-run lead in the series. Maybe. All right, now here's Larnack up. Here's a 1-2 pitch with nobody down and the bases loaded. And he continues to struggle. Tried to check his swing. He did not. Now here's Austin Hayes. The 1-2 pitch. In the air. I don't know if that's going to be able to score a run. No. Shallow right. So now we've got 2 down, the bases juiced, and Adley's up. Really probably a mistake by me not to bump Henderson up to 6th in the lineup with how well he's been hitting. Oh well, when you're thinking more about if you can squeeze the game in than the lineups, I guess that happens, huh? So here's the 1-0 pitch. I want to go by him. It's another wild pitch. So thanks to the starter for coming through where my hitters haven't been able to. So now we've got second and third and 2 runs in. And oh, thanks for the tweet, Mike. Appreciate it. I'll be sure to check on that. A little busy managing a game right now. The 3-2 pitch, and he struck him out. So unfortunately, we didn't bust this thing open, but we got 2 runs. We'll take it. Would have been nice to get more than that, though. Ramos, here's an 0-1 pitch lead off the top of the second. Into center field. Buxton's in. He's got it. And here's Hermosillo, center fielder. Full count pitch with 1 down in the second. Struck him out. So now Jansen is up with 2 down. The 0-1 pitch from Flaherty. Popped up right side. Edman's got it. All right. So now we are going to the bottom of the second. Hopefully we continue to get to this pitcher, Perez Ruiz. And here's Gunnar Henderson leading it off. The 0-0 pitch. Center field. Ooh, sliding catch by the center fielder. Hit it hard. Line shot. Now here's Byron Buxton, the number 9 hitter with 1 down in the second, the 1-0 pitch. Little grounder to short. Bouchette's got it. Not slow enough for Buxton to beat out. And now here's Tommy Edman up with 2 down. Fly ball left field, I think he's got that. Yes, he does. And so now we are going to the top of the third. Flaherty is still in, obviously. 2 innings, 2 hits, 3 Ks, 27 pitches, and their 9-hitter Ross Adolph is up. The 2-1 pitch. Grounder to second, Henderson. Got it. Now here's Martinez. Back to the top of the order, the 1-2 pitch. Struck him out looking. That's what I'm talking about, Jack Flaherty. Espinal is up, the 0-1. And that's going to be a double. Up against the wall in left center. So now there's a man. We got a man on second and 2 down. And who else but Vlad Jr. coming up? He is 1 for 1 today. And here's the first pitch of the at-bat. Jeez, what? Come on. These wild pitches. This is the third wild pitch of the game. Not by Flaherty, but by either team. So now, I mean, kind of inconsequential here. Mance was already in scoring position. So now here's the 1-0 pitch. Slow roller. Come on. Almost wasn't inconsequential. No infield hit, though. Flaherty fields it, guns him down. And we're going to the bottom of the third. Alex Verdugo's up. And that is skied in the air. Left center. Fairly deep. He's going to run that down. And now we have Gio Urshela coming up. He's 1 for 1 with a ribby today. 0 for 1, or 0-1 pitch, sorry. Oh, and he hit him. We'll take that. It said it grazed his uniform, so it wasn't a healthy plunking, just a light plunking. So now here's Mountcastle coming up. Let's make him pay for that. 1-2 pitch. Struck him out. So now the number 5 hitter, Trevor Larnach, is up. The 3-2 pitch. Struck him out. Man, he is struggling. So now we have Flaherty out for the 4th, delivering to Bouchette. First pitch of the at-bat. Grounded to Henderson, and he's out of there. So now we have Benintendi up. The 2-1 pitch. Grounded to short. Henderson. Come on, come on. Guns him down. Nice. All right, so now we got 2 down, bottom of the 4th. Heavy shift on, as always, against Ramos. The 0-1 pitch from Flaherty. Slow grounder. Flaherty's got it. All right. So we are going to the bottom of the 4th. O's up 2-0. Austin Hayes, the hero last game, is up. The 0-0 pitch. And that is skied to center and fairly deep, but he's back on it and makes the catch. Adley's up now. 1-2 pitch to Adley Rutschman. That's popped into shallow. Right, second baseman's got it. Gunnar Henderson up now. Here's a 2-1 pitch. He lined out sharply to center his first time up. Just keeps hitting the ball well. Base hit right field. Definitely got to move him up in the lineup before next game. So now Buxton is up. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And that's grounded up the middle, but they're shifted well enough to get to that, and they flipped the second for the third out. So we are through 4. Flaherty is at 46 pitches, 3 hits, 4 Ks, no runs. And here he is against the 7-hitter Hermosillo. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Struck him out. All right, Jack Flaherty doing his thing, man. This is why we got him. A game like this. Well, really to be our number 1 starter, but we'll take this though. Jansen, the 1-2 pitch. Struck him out. Love it. Ross Adolph is now up, the 3-2 pitch. Ooh, walked him. All right, so that's his first walk, and it's with 2 outs into the number 9 hitter. So interesting. It's interesting time to walk somebody there, Jack. So now back to the top of the order. The DH Martinez is up, the 1-0 pitch. Popped him up. Mountcastle's calling for it, but here comes Henderson. He's calling for it, and he's got it. And so we're going to the bottom of the 5th. Mike, does Adley need a day off? Energy-wise, no, he's good. It's just cold. With the way he's playing, sure, maybe. But I just kind of go with my best lineup every day in the postseason. And maybe it's not that anymore, but he's my starting catcher, so I'm sticking with him. But, you know, it's a fair point. I'll chew on that while I'm gardening after this game. So now here's Tommy Edman in the bottom of the 5th. Oh, that's hit hard and deep to right. It's out of here. Tommy Edman, the second baseman, has given us a 3-0 lead. That guy's been good. Now here's Verdugo. Could really go for him getting on a hot streak here. Here's a 3-2 pitch. Walked him. Gio Urshela now, man on first. 1-1. That's high and deep to right, but he's got that one just shy of the track. Now here's Mountcastle up. 0-0 pitch. Center field. That guy's got it. Hermosillo, I think, is our center fielder. So now we've got 2 down. Larnack is up. He's 0 for 2 today. 5 for 30 in the postseason. The 1-0 pitch. Center field, coming in. He's got it. Yeah, Joe, Edman's been awesome. He was amazing for me the first half of the season. He cooled off, but still a really good season for me. And now in the playoffs, he's been good. He's entering his last arbitration year next season. So now here's Flaherty. He is going through the order for the 3rd time. He's gone 5 innings, 3 hits, 6 Ks, 1 walk. We've got a 3-0 lead, so this feels like a big cushion compared to what we've been working with in this series. So now here's the number 2 hitter, Espinal is up, and that's a base hit. So, you know, 3rd time through the order in the postseason, definitely time to start thinking about going to the pen, especially with the heart of the order up. But I'm going to stick with Flaherty for now. I know he was an above-average pitcher for me this year, but the 3 years before that, he was the best pitcher in baseball. He's been pitching well today. That's my justification. So here's the 2-2 pitch to Vlad, and he struck him out. Looked like a changeup there. That was nice. It's a 7th strikeout. Now there's Bo Bichette with 1 down. What happened there? Oh, rain is beginning to fall. What, are we going into a rain delay? No, it was just telling me that rain's starting. I should have turned it on so there are no... I don't want a freaking rain delay. God. Like I said, I hardly ever actually play the games out. I know where all the stuff is for GM mode. It might be too late to change the rain delay thing. Alright, anyways, maybe we'll see a rain delay soon, since it did just tell us that rain's starting to fall. So now Flaherty, here is a 2-1 pitch to Bichette with 1 down. Ooh, little dribbler out in front of the plate. Adley's got it. He's going to second. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's a gutsy play, man. That's a real gutsy play, but Adley gunned him down. So now we've got 2 down with a man on first. The 1-1 pitch. Oh, he's running. And we're not going to get a throw. Said, looks like a lapse in concentration by Rutschman. He was slow getting out of his stance. So after a great play, apparently he kind of fell asleep at the wheel there and allowed them to get a runner into scoring position. So it's now as if he had just taken the safe out last time. So now here's Benintendi. 3-1 pitch. In the air to left center. Hayes and Buxton coming. Hayes has got it. So Flaherty's out of the inning. All right, so now we are going to the bottom of the 6th. And it's funny with you guys a little bit behind me. Adley's great play and then his lapse, the reaction to him. All right, so now I am in the bottom of the 6th here. Austin Hayes up. 1-2 pitch. Struck him out. Adley's up, the 3-0 pitch. Walked him. All right, good job. Get on base. Here's Gunnar Henderson, who just can't stop hitting. First pitch of the at-bat. And that is lined into right. Oh, it fell in front of him. So Adley moves up to second. He held up. So now we've got Buxton up with a 3-0 lead. We could really break it open with a base hit here, but I'm going to let him hit. Here's the 0-1 pitch with 1 down. It's going to be a double play. All right, that's disappointing. Really could use a couple more runs. I am still going to stick with Flaherty here. I'm coming up on the bottom of the order, and he's just been pitching really well. Got a little bit of a cushion. Here's an 0-2 pitch. Struck him out looking. Hermosillo, the center fielder, is up. He is 0 for 3 today. A little slow grounder. Oh, Flaherty's off the mound to get to it. Helping himself out there. Nice. So now we've got Danny Jansen up with 2 down. The 2-2 pitch. Shallow center field. Buxton coming on. He's got it. That's why he's still in the game right there. All right, so we're going to the bottom of the 7th. Tommy Edman leading us off. 2 for 3 today. 12 for 35 in the postseason with OPS approaching 1,000. Here's the first pitch of the at-bat. Right field, fairly deep, but he's got it. So now we got 1 down, and here's Verdugo. 0 for 1 with a walk on the day. That's hit in the air to right, base hit. And now we've got Gio Urshela up, bottom of the 7th, 1 down, man on first, the 2-1 pitch. Grounded to third. That's going to be another double. Oh, nope, not going to really get Gio. That's why they call Gio Urshela wheels. I think a speed of probably like a 40 over there. So somehow, no, a speed of 35, I'm sorry. Really mediocre speed, but I guess that was hit slowly enough. So now Mountcastle's up with Gio on first, 2 down, first pitch of the at-bat. Oh, that is high and deep to left. That's gone. Ryan Mountcastle with a huge 2-run homer. Camden Yards is going nuts. A 402-foot home run. So now they're going to go to their bullpen a little late here. Uelvis Guedes, I guess is probably how his name is said. And Mike, you never know. You might get Archie Bradley, last man in the bullpen to start the playoffs, and maybe he's going to come in and shut this game down. So now here's Larnack, 3-2 pitch with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Popped him up. Vlad Jr.'s got it. All right. So we are through 7. With this cushion, now I'm a lot more comfortable leaving Bradley in with him cruising. He is at 92 pitches, but as you can see, he can go deep. He can throw a lot of games. He's got a high stamina rating of 60. He can probably throw 120 pitches. We'll see if I actually have him throw that many pitches. We'll see what it takes. But here's a 2-2 pitch to lead off the 8th. Struck him out. That's what I'm talking about. So now he's back to the top of the order, though. So hopefully we can stay out of trouble here. Here's the 0-2 pitch to leadoff hitter Martinez, and that is trouble. That's a home run. All right. So line drive, home run here. Really the first sign of trouble. He's at 100 pitches. I really do not want to run into trouble in the middle of the order. So I'm going to go to the bullpen here. I just don't want to push my luck. I think I can get a couple outs out of Jordan Hicks today. He's at 55%, slightly tired. That's who I'm going to go to here. See how many outs he can give me. And I'm glad Mike agrees that that was the right move there. I like when my fellow Baltimore general managers are on the same page as me. So Jordan Hicks is in again. Remember, I did have the off day between the games, so that's why he's okay to pitch, even though he pitched tired last game. But the off day allowed him to get a little bit of energy back. We'll see how many outs he can give me. Here's the first pitch of the at-bat to Espinal. Oh, there's updating me that it's not raining anymore. Okay, the rain has stopped, everybody. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Struck him out. That's huge. Did not want runners on base here for the heart of their order. So now here's Vlad Jr. with 2 down. The 1-2 pitch. And that's a base hit. Okay. Now Hicks does not have much in the tank here, obviously, but I do have to leave him in for this batter because of the 3-batter minimum. Hopefully he can get out of the inning here, but either way, it's probably his last batter. Here's Bo Bichette, the 0-2 pitch. And he drilled him. Jeez. So now we've got lefty and then lefty. And the batter minimum doesn't apply if we can get out of the inning. So I could bring in DL Hall here to face these, who's been great in his 2 relief appearances. He's got enough in the tank. He's at 38%, which isn't good, actually. I didn't realize he was that low. So I'm going to bring in Andrew Chafin, who he pitched an inning and a third in the Chicago series, and other than that hasn't pitched. But he was my lefty specialist. So I'm going to bring him in here. Oh, yeah, sorry, I was not looking at you guys' comments. Yeah, Chafin is my specialist. I was thinking Hall just because he's better than Chafin, but he's normally in my rotation, but he's too tired. So I'm going Chafin here to face Benintendi to hopefully get us out of this mess. So we got first and second, the 1-0 pitch. Grounder to second, that should do it. All right. One thing I'll be interested to see is, and that's the end of it, is does it let me change pitchers for Chafin to start next inning? Because if it's the start of an inning, you can change your pitcher. They don't have to face the minimum. I haven't, like I said, I don't play out the games very often. Hopefully the game handles that right and I'm not stuck with Chafin. Mike, I appreciate your approval. Like I said, it means a lot to me when the GM of the Baltimore Blue Crabs approves. So here's Austin Hayes here, bottom of the 8th, 1-0 pitch. And that is caught. Diving catch by the center fielder. Now here's Adley Rutschman, 0-1 pitch. Grounded to second. If we get to like the 13th or 14th, we'll get you in there, Mike. I might just make the pitching change now to make sure it's not going to screw with me. And I think I am going to bring in Archie Bradley because he's been good lately. Really unconventional compared to my bullpen usage in the regular season. Oh, cannot be replaced where your team is at bat. Right. Okay. So I'll do that. Okay, so now here's Henderson with 2 down. Let's go deep here. 1-2 pitch. Struck him out looking. All right, so we're going to the 9th. Game 3, the series tied at 1. And, oh, they have another lefty here. I see. But if I have him face this lefty, he then can't be taken out to face these guys. Because of the fact that this is the start of an inning, so I should be able to take him out. Hopefully the game agrees. Like I said, I don't play the games out, so hopefully I should be able to replace him even though he isn't at the minimum because it's the start of an inning and the 3-batter minimum doesn't apply there. But if he pitches to this guy, it's no longer the start of an inning and it's only his second hitter. So I'm going to take him out here for Archie Bradley because I'd rather have Bradley in for the inning. Yes. All right, so that's why I did that even though it's a lefty because I didn't want to have Chafin face 2 batters. So here's Bradley here, the 1-2 pitch. Heavy shift is on, and he struck him out. Yeah, the Bradley jerseys are flying off the shelf here in the last over the last couple games. After he's almost like DFA'd at points in the regular season. So here's Hermosillo, the 3-2 pitch, struck him out. Joe, yeah, I believe that's how the rule works. That's my understanding. I haven't seen it play out yet. I guess like any of us. Is your understanding of it different? So I think it's the break in the inning lets you make the change whenever you want. I think it has to. Oh, so you're saying if he came out and pitched a 1 batter, it doesn't matter because it's a break in the inning? I don't think so. I think you can take a guy out with fewer than 3 batters if it's the start of an inning. So in that situation where Chafin had thrown to 1 batter and was starting the inning, I could take him out because it was the start of the inning. But if he pitches to 1 batter, it's not the start of the inning, and it's only 2 batters. I just assume that's the way it works, but I honestly don't know for sure. But it seems like, I don't know if logically is the right word, but like, with consistency, that's what I was looking for. With the rule, I think that's the way it would work if they really want to try to cut down on pitching changes. All right, so now Bradley, we got 2 down here. Danny Jansen trying to put this away. The 1-2 pitch from Bradley. Struck him out. Archie Bradley, man. Freaking hero here in the postseason. So now I am up 2-1 here in the ALCS. We're just 2 wins away from the World Series. Tommy Edman, a big day. Mountcastle with that huge 2-run homer. Yeah, Joe, I would be interested in knowing what the actual nuance of that rule is, because I would think, it wouldn't make sense to me if it didn't go the way that I was saying, because then it would just seem like they weren't really eliminating that many pitching changes. All right, so I mean, Gunnar Henderson, another 2 hits. Mountcastle, the big home run. Edmund, the big home run, and 2 more hits. Jack Flaherty was just awesome. Hicks, we got us an out. Chafin did his job, and then Bradley struck out the side in the 9th. So that's that, and I think I will probably. I'm gonna try to do. Let's finish today and see what the bullpen is going to look like for next game. I'm going to try to do game 4 later today. I'm not sure if I'll be able to get to it, but I'm not going to do it right now. So Bradley is at 67%. I could use him. Hicks is at 41%. Don't think I'll use him. But I got Connor Jones fully rested. If I want to go back to Feltman, he's good. I need to change this. This was my fault. I need to set his position to reliever. So now he's 95% rested. So Hall is available. The stamina depends on if you have him marked as a reliever or starter, because it assumes you're going to use them in that role. So everybody's pretty available except probably Jordan Hicks. Probably will stay away from him. Luis Castillo will be on the mound. And he pitched great in the 1 playoff game he pitched against the White Sox. 6 innings. 4 hits, 7 Ks, no walks, 2 runs, and only 1 earned. So he'll be on the mound. He was my number 4 starter, put up 2.4 WAR in the regular season. He's been a solid member of the team for the last, I think, 3.5, almost 4 seasons. All right, so that's all for now. I will probably do the rest of it sometime later today, but thanks for watching. Fun as always.